Cesar Laurean is guilty of first-degree murder. It is the verdict a Wayne County jury handed down just before 5 today. The former Camp Lejeune Marine is now convicted with 20-year-old Maria Lauterbach's death, and he had his trial start 2 weeks ago. Today, the jury was handed the case before returning with the verdict 3 hours later. Brittany Creamer was in the courtroom as Laurean was led away in shackles. She's live in Greenville now with more. Brittany.
Christine, it was an emotional day for both sides as Laurean was found guilty of first-degree murder and financial card theft and fraud.
The killer's on his way to Central Prison.
Prosecuting attorney Dewey Hudson breathes a sigh of relief Monday after Cesar Laurean is found guilty by a Wayne County jury.
Today, we're very happy for the family of Maria Lauterbach that finally justice has prevailed.
But for Laurean's family, it was a day of sadness as a son and brother was sentenced to life without parole.
It was really hard because my brother, he's not a person that everyone thinks he's a monster, and he's not. You don't know what happened that day. Nobody knows.
And even though Laurean's sister maintains her brother's innocence, Hudson says ultimately he believes the jury reached the right verdict in the murder of soon-to-be mother Maria Lauterbach.
She was a very young person, and unfortunately she'll never have the opportunity to grow up because she still was a very young lady.
Laurean's attorney Dick McNeil says this is a frustrating day for he and Laurean both, and that his client plans to appeal the verdict.
Well, it's disappointing. It was a long, hard-fought couple of weeks, long 2 years of representing Cesar. We're just disappointed by the outcome.
Disappointment and disbelief for those that call this now convicted killer family.
He didn't do nothing. He didn't kill the girl. That's all what he said. And I believe him because I know my brother.
Laurean will appeal the verdict with an appellate defender, and his attorney says there will be additional evidence that was not allowed in court initially. The highest sentence Laurean could receive is life in prison without parole due to the United States extradition agreement with Mexico. Christine?
Okay, Brittany, thanks. Now, today's verdict comes after a long 2 years for Laurean, the prosecution, defense, and the family of Maria Lauterbach. It was January 12, 2008, when Maria's remains and those of her unborn baby were found in Laurean's backyard in Onslow County, buried beneath a fire pit. The day before Laurean fled to Mexico, it would take more than a year for authorities to bring him back, and only if they agreed to not seek the death penalty. Maria's disappearance came after months of controversy in which Lauterbach told the Marine Corps Laurean raped her and that she was pregnant. Because North Carolina does not have a fetal homicide law, Laurean could not be charged with the baby's death.